So welcome Carl Channel viewers, we're here at Hadley Stadium in Birmingham, and today we're here to witness the first trial match of the Panjab national football team against Sealand. I'm sure it's going to be a brilliant match, but you'll see it all unfold in front of you, and we really look forward to it. Viewers, the Sealand side are coming onto the pitch. I must say they do look like a strong side, but again we'll see how our side contend with them. They're lining up, and hopefully Panjab national football team should be out to enter the pitch for the first time ever. So here we have it, the Panjab national football team entering the pitch for the first time. As you can see, the captain has got the customary gift, the emblem for Panjab FA, and I believe we're going to proceed to national anthems. We have it, we're about to kick off. And here we have it. First kick of the ball goes to Panjab. Throw to Panjab. Did cross the halfway line. I think this game's going to be settled in the first 15 minutes. It's very important for the team to make their stance, put their stamp on this game. Positive start, very positive start so far. Hopefully they can keep it up, and it's a try. Very good, very good. I think it's on target. Yep, so far it looks like Panjab have turned up for business. Now we'll test the resolve of the other side. They're on the attacking front now. Closed down well by Panjab. Really well done there. Brilliant play. Well played. Good clearance. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, again, Panjab there first. The other team are very good at coming forward when the ball's in their half. It's not going to be a walkover for either side here today. Whether both sides can keep up this pace, because it has been a very fast pace right from the off. Both teams showing a lot of commitment. Right, now it's about pace. Will he make it? Oops. Again, danger area, close to the box. Got 3 other players in the box. Goalie's come out. That's nice and safe. So far, it looks like Panjab FA have got this covered. Well, as we can see, the goalie's certainly got a kick on him. There's no problem with him getting it up the pitch. It's just whether they can use that to their advantage without getting caught with the offside rule. Oh, foul against Sealand, awarded to Panjab. I have to say, so far they've showed, I'm impressed. Considering this is the first team with only 1 set of trials, so far I'm very impressed indeed. Okay. Oh, what skill, what skill. Oh, closed down, still managed to get it through. Really, but it really is, you know, shaping up to be a really good game at the moment. Oh, very good. Got 3 players in the box. Oops. Again. Okay, so far I would say Panjab have had more possession of the ball and they have dominated the game. If we can keep it in the right half and not get caught on the counter, it shouldn't be a problem. Another foul to Panjab. Yeah, so it looks like Sealand are clued up. They certainly know all the strategies, how to delay. Oh. Good strikes, unfortunately not on target. It wasn't too far off. Just got to be a bit careful, I think, Panjab, to not depend too much on shots too far away from goal, because it is very difficult to beat the goalie at that distance. Whoa. Yeah, looks like Sealand have definitely turned up the business. As you can see, I think it's been 3 to 4 fouls already, all awarded. Honestly, you can't really blame them because it looks like Panjab have turned up for business. But it's really good to see how Panjab have turned up, you know, with fair play on mind. Now, how's this going to go? First proper free kick for Panjab. All the players are being marked well. Moving into the box, another, unfortunately, maybe I think it's just first match nerves, a bit of experience maybe playing at this level, and hopefully that will just come with time, and hopefully maybe even in this game. I think it may be that Panjab have got a lot of energy and they just need to settle down a bit, think it through and be more strategic. Right now, so Sealand have got the ball again. They're in our half, being pressured still with Sealand. Look, you can see that Sealand have been together a lot longer. They've been in the Kanifa team longer. They've gelled as a team. and I think that is a disadvantage for Punjab, who have only had their national trial, first ever national trial, just a couple of weeks ago. So you can imagine the chemistry between the players is yet to be formed. Players have got to understand each other's abilities. Everyone knows that who plays for the football side, so you can imagine what a disadvantage that must be at this point. So it's a corner. Oh, sorry, it's a free kick to Sealand. Into the box. No danger there. Punjab goalie been kept fairly, not had a lot to do so far, and hopefully it will stay that way unless he's caught on the cold as a result. Well done there to Panjab. Brilliant play. Oh, this is a good chance. Has he got the pace? He's got time. First time ball. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. Best chance Punjab have had so far. And to be honest, they didn't do a lot wrong. Oh yes. What about that? Oh, two unbelievable chances in the space of 1 minute. That was almost just unlucky, very close, and I think hopefully Punjab will take heart from that. But again, extremely impressed considering these young men have only been together, have only met for the first time 2 weeks ago. I think so far they can certainly be very proud of themselves. Certainly their individual talent is shining through, and they're even playing really well as a team, which I'm really surprised at, against a more experienced side really. First foul against Panjab to Sealand, but as you can see, number 10, he's fairly strong. Number 10 really is busy today. I mean, he's back in his own half there, and now it's just a case of who's the fastest, who's the strongest, who's more powerful. Oh, right off the line. 3 chances. Viewers, in such a short space of time, really promising, really promising. I mean, I have to say, so far, based on the strength of play, Punjab national football team certainly deserve to be ahead. There's no doubt about that. And with the odd foul, it's been a fairly clean game so far. Number 7 just tripped up a bit there, a bit unlucky. Sealand got the throw now. Looks like Sealand have got that covered. Oh, maybe not. Oh, the referee thinks that isn't a foul. Right, Sealand have got a chance now. 3 of their players are up front. And keep him contained there in the corner. Appeal for handball, penalty. Referee gives a... Oh, Panjab. National football team being a little bit lucky there. but still the chances for a goal are still in favour of Panjab, but very lucky not to be one goal down there. Of course, if Punjab national football team do go a goal down, we'll then see what their resolve is and how they turn a match around. But I suppose I should remind the viewers, this is just a trial match. It's their first ever match, and I have to say personally I think they're doing a lot better than I expected, to be honest, because with the trials they did well, but they certainly were at the standard they've shown today. And how the coaches have managed to get them all together. Good clearance. The captain has done particularly well with clearing the ball. A bit dangerous there. Maybe should have moved a bit quicker, but still safe. Unlucky. Yeah, I think the confidence of Sealand is now coming through, and the chemistry they have between themselves, camaraderie, and can't really blame Sealand. It was on the move there. Sealand have got all their men back in defence, taking no chances. 3 players in the box. Bit of shoving and pushing going on. But that can hardly be expected. But Sealand have certainly turned up to try and dominate this match, but so far their strategy hasn't worked, and the finesse of the Panjab FA football team has kept them in the game so far. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Good shoulder charge there from the Sealand player. Kept the player well off the way from the ball while they were running to it. Good control. Panjab FA throw. You're doing brilliant. Brilliant. Panjab have retained the ball. Oh. So far the majority of the game has been played in the Sealand half, so they've been on the back foot. That's normally a good sign. It's just a shame Panjab FA haven't been able to convert that into a goal. Down the line it goes. Number 9 on the ball now. Promising young player. What a little bit of skill there. Amazing. Oh, it's a shame he's tripped there, because he did manage to make the player, but fortunately just didn't quite. Yeah, opening up the team now. Sealand seems to be okay in the middle of the pitch, and again they've come into Punjab's half, which is a bit rare for them in this game so far. Oh, bit of a foul there. Referee gives advantage. We've got number 11 going forward, a very strong player. Can he keep it in? Yes, he has. Has he got support? Unfortunately, it didn't quite work out as expected, battling back for the ball. Well done. Goalie made a brilliant decision there. Didn't take any risks whatsoever, just cleared it out. Great. Number 8, I think, is not having the game he intended so far. Ball hasn't quite rolled for him. Most impressive thing I've found so far is the passion. Great. Sealand now advancing with the ball. In our half. Well covered. Panjab FA management, coaches and managers are a bit quiet at the moment, not too vocal. I think they're actually just using this as an opportunity to see how their players actually perform and fare in a match like this, and I think there's a lot of promise so far. You just hope there isn't some unlucky chance that falls for Sealand. Oh, that's a terrible foul. The referee's calling over the Sealand player, but I think he'd be very, very, very lucky to get away with a yellow, not being awarded a yellow there, because I think personally the referee's made a mistake there. If he had awarded a yellow, it could stop this game from deteriorating. So far, I have to say the skill that the players have displayed and the sportsmanship, professionalism of the Panjab FA team has been very good. Okay, Panjab FA have got to make it back. What a brilliant interception there by Panjab. Oh, pushed off the ball. Panjab FA on the back foot here. We've got to get this ball out. Well blocked. Danger area. Dangerous, dangerous. We've got to clear it. What a clearance. Amazing. If that was number 10, which I believe it was, he has been an amazing player in this game. He's been all over the pitch, worked really hard, and I just hope he gets the opportunity at the front of the pitch. Oh, good try, good try. Keep them guessing. Still retain the ball. What bit of amazing skill, amazing skill. I think for strength maybe, and brute force, maybe Sealand are just edging it. You can see that they're older players. We've got a lot of young players who are barely out of school, really, some doing their A-levels. And but for skill and actual football, I really do think the Panjab team here today have shone through so far. But I have to say, viewers, this league, it does appear it's not an easy league by any means. The passion that people are playing with, they really do turn up to win, and this is just a trial game, so you can just imagine what it's going to be like when there's something at stake. Oh, amazing, just inches out. Possible Panjab goal. It's very clean, it's not scruffy, but unfortunately when it is on target it's saved, or it's just missed by a couple of inches. Well intercepted. Number 11 is that is there's got to be a yellow sooner or later. I think if there isn't a yellow now, viewers, you've really got to start thinking, what have you got to do to get a yellow? But I think that rather than award a yellow, which maybe have been the wiser thing, but who are we to question the referee? So far he's been very good, he hasn't made any mistakes. The linesmen, they've been on point every time. Good to see the organisation have got quality referee and linesmen in today. Oh, amazing, absolutely amazing. Good save from the goalie, but amazing free kick on target in the corner. Just a shame it didn't go in. whether they could get another goal going into the second half. That would really not do them any harm at all. But unfortunately, they tried to play the short there and it didn't quite work. But again, as we say, Punjab FA probably haven't had much chance to practice their set play. Careful not to foul there. Got to close him down here. Sealand in a dangerous area. You can see that they're looking to shoot. Intercepted, but still with Sealand. Oh, very dangerous there. Very dangerous. Nearly a mistake that nearly proved to be very costly indeed. Luckily for us, the Sealand player just didn't quite catch the ball right there. Don't know if it's me, viewers, but it's proven to be a very long first half. Oh. Right, now we have Panjab with the ball again. Chance maybe to catch him on the counter here. They've got to move up the pitch first. It's that number 10 again. Has he done it? Managed to get it through. What skill there again? Oh, unlucky. Very unlucky. One thing that's again another foul from Sealand. Really blame them. I think the referee's going to settle for yet another word with the player, and again no yellow card. I think having a word with the player is enough, but it does give them the confidence to know that they've got away with it and they could then do it again. And as we all know, when somebody's on a yellow card, they are more careful then, because if they get a second yellow, they're off the pitch. And I think maybe Sealand haven't got that many, so well, they have got substitutes, so I'm not sure why that wasn't a yellow. What can Panjab do with this? Not quite up to the, well, not. I think maybe the players are now thinking, you know, we just want to get back to the changing room to have a chat with management, come out ready for the second half, and just they are relying on this 1-0 lead a little bit. Sealand in a very dangerous area. They've got a few players in the box. Panjab maybe need to get back now and defend. Amazing play by number 10. Amazing play. This player, I don't know how he does it, but he manages to get to both ends of the pitch within minutes. And I'm sure that's a play looking at to the future, to take this side forward, and I'm sure they'll take good care of number 10. But there's been so many who have impressed as a team, they've been so well. Again, I'll remind the viewers, only 2 weeks these players have been together, first half over. So there we have it, viewers, first half, and it's 1-0 to Panjab. Let's see what the second half brings. playing on the match. He's looking nice pass down the line. Can he keep it? Fortunately, no. Not sure which substitutions, if any, have been made since the first half. Oh, that was a close chance, very close chance. But seems like Panjab have come out even stronger in the second half with more resolve, more confidence. But of course, when you're a goal up, it gives them that a lot of self-belief in your first ever match to be ahead. Number 10. Oh, this number 10 is proving to be pretty amazing. Oh. Film the peg assim. Second goal. Oh. Number 10 yet again always seems to be in the right place at the right time. What's he going to do now? Passes it, unfortunately a bit too far for number 12 to get. Rolled into the goalie's hands. These are the sort of things I think they're going to iron out as they move on. But these young men must feel very very pleased that they made the decision to join this side so far. As you can see, number 10, even when he loses the ball, battles for it and makes it as difficult as possible for anyone to capitalise on what little mistakes he does make. Panjab a bit thin on the front at the minute. They haven't got too many players up front. Well played there, very strong, showed some great strength there. But Panjab not quite able to capitalise on that move. What skill there. And here we have a offside, unfortunately. But just trying to catch the number 5 did particularly well there under pressure, and again keeps the ball away. These young men are full of surprise, really, these Panjabi players. They're just when you think they can't surprise you, they do. Again, number 5, although he gave away a corner, did it in the process of blocking the ball. Defence starting to shine through a little bit, showing a bit more confidence. Again, what amazing play. Brilliant, just brilliant. Look at that for speed. Alright, not sure what happened there. Oh, somebody was offside. Sealand missing from a deflection there. more testing for the defence. And again, who should it be but number 10? Goalie's done really well there indeed. Great decision by number 12. Can he keep it in? No. This is where now we'll start to see what the stamina is of the Panjab football team, because they have given it quite a lot. But so have Sealand. But again, you know, Sealand have been together for how many years? Panjab only 2 weeks. Again, brilliant play. Has he got the speed? What skill? Number 12, can he get into the box? And it's a goal! 3-0 to Panjab. Amazing. And they should have no regret whatsoever at this point. Amazing. Great maturity shown by these players. Panjab making 2 substitutions, and I think unless this is the only 2 they've made, they've got 1 more left. That's all their substitutions used on. I'm not sure. I'm sure I spotted a new player. But we'll see. So let's see how number 17 and number 15 do. Still a lot of work to be done. You know, this game is not by any means over. We see how games can turn quickly, and there's still chance for Sealand's experience, both in time of how long they've been together and in years, because as you can see, they're much older than the players we have for Panjab, to shine through. Goalie's called for that one. Good decision. These young men, not intimidated in any way, shape or form. Goalie's put it up. Who's going to get this? Obviously Sealand first. Now it starts. Here we go. Number 17. He's got a chance. First touch. Managed. He needs a bit of time to warm up. Another chance yet again. Not quite settled in yet. Dangerous area. Goalie does really well there. Very well done. And here we have Panjab on the break. Unfortunately, showed too much of the ball to Sealand. Right, who's going to get that goal? He's got it again. Well done. So, interesting development, 2 new players. How will this change the formation? Obviously management want to try out these new players, give them the experience. Number 6 limping. I don't know if they're going to make a substitution. Seems to be running. He's number 6 is still limping. The ball's he's back. We'll see. Now, let's see what happens here. Panjab with yet another chance. What's number 17 going to do? Offside, unfortunately. Sealand on the attack. Number 17 managed to do a brilliant interception there. Great play. Great play. Kept it in. Kept it in. Great. Goalie collected it again. You know, sometimes with a goalie you just got to keep your composure, you don't have to do anything fancy, and we've seen even in leagues like the Premiership, if not the World Cup, where even simply balls rolling in can go wrong. So now, well into the second half, Panjab 3-0 up. I don't think management could have asked for much more from these young men. And each time the ball goes out to play, the more relaxed Panjab feel, because it's just a case of now waiting for the clock to tick until full time, and it's the first win for Panjab, but still a long way to go for that. All right, I think I might. If you want to, we can start. Yeah. And they're all great. So I'm going to bring you in once I start playing, so it doesn't like it's not a dead time. Once I start playing, I'm going to say, so what do you think as director? Yeah. Yeah. So as director, director of is that what you mean? Okay. As director of, you know. They do, don't they? They do on the side, and who do you think's been good in it? You can do what I had the nerves, but now you got no nerves feeling good. Yeah, you know how they do it. You know more than football than me. I don't know much it. So what you got to do is pretend. I like how you get the old. Who are they? So Ranjit Singh, I mean, as chairman and vice chairman of this football team, what do you think of it so far? Who have you been impressed with, and what have you thought of the game?
I think it's been really good. I mean, a couple of players have reached, like number 10 particularly. He's just about to get. We've just missed out there. Yeah. Number 10, number 11 particularly are very, very good, I think. But I think they're all putting in the shift. Unfortunately, I don't know all of their names. I'm still getting used to the names. I'm still calling them by their shirts. But 3-0 up. You know, probably 15, 20 minutes to go in the second half now. You know, it's a fantastic achievement, given that they've never played before. You know, if I'm honest with you, this was I was a little bit concerned that we may even get a bit of a hammering in our first game, but we've done really well so far.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say I totally agree with you, because these, you can actually see, it's obviously visible that they not only have they only been together for two weeks, where Sealand have probably been together for many years, and they've been registered with Knief for much longer than Panjab, which is only just registered. But these are young players, and they've shown a lot of maturity, haven't they?
They have, yeah, and I think what they also take from this is confidence, because you know I think a lot of people probably didn't give them too much of a chance going into this game. You know, Sealand is an established team, as you say. They've been playing for several years, and you know, and I think it's very heartwarming to think that you know we can get 11 players on the pitch and not just compete, but actually be winning up 3-0. It's great, and it's it's great, obviously, in front of the home fans as well. And you know, we've had a few people who now turned up for the game, so yeah, it's really, really promising. You know, hopefully it's going to be the platform from which we need to build on now.
Because you've spoke to me before, and you've said how you were surprised at the age of the people who came to the trials. They were like only 16, some of them, but they've actually played football. They've showed a lot of finesse and a lot of skill, haven't they? Where Sealand have showed, I would say, a bit more brute force really, and they have been pushing them off the ball. But our players haven't been intimidated by that at all, have they? And they've actually stepped up to the mark and kept their composure and played football.
Well, I think so. But it's going to take a shot. Oh! They've got one back here. unfortunate. Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's obviously a physical game. I don't think the kind of the physical elements sort of phases our players. And from what I could see, one or two of our players, got stuck in as well. So I think it's pretty fair on both fronts. But you're absolutely right. The kind of, I think we do have a slightly high level of quality and technical ability. And as we always know, at the end of the day, technical ability will always win over brute force. So, but I think you need both, and at the moment I think they're playing well. What we've got to be careful of now is giving away another goal, because that's going to give a very it's going to give a very difficult last 10 or 15 minutes to the game. So we've got to either shut up shop now. But I can see what they're trying to do. They're trying to play for the fans. They're not getting 10 men behind the ball now. So I think it's the first thing. I think they should carry on as they are. Hopefully we can get another goal and put it away.
Yeah, I think that's actually it is a very significant, even though we're winning 3-1, turning point, because Sealand now know they can actually put the ball past these players, and I think you've certainly got no worries with the attack. There's plenty of skill there, but with the defence, they have been tested to a degree. But let's see how they keep their composure now.
Yeah, exactly, and I think what's important now is that we're probably going to see a sterner test of not only physically but also mentally. People, there's some tired legs out there. People who are running around for quite some time, and obviously giving a goal away now gives the visitors a bit of a boost. And I think mentally it's going to start challenging some of the younger players. We've got a couple of 16-year-olds there, so they've probably not been in this position before. Hopefully they'll hold their heads, and hopefully the coaches will help them and get them across the line.
I mean, the dynamics have slightly changed. I mean, I've noticed we have played a lot more in their half, but with this goal already, hopefully, unless we can stop this situation, it appears now Sealand are starting to play in our half because of that goal. And like you say, let's hope it's not too much a case of shut of shop, but there's still a bit of self-belief that they can get one more.
Yeah, absolutely. But they're giving balls away now, so I'm a little bit concerned. Hopefully it's going to be okay. But they really need to regroup, just make sure that they're playing their game, they keep their shape. What we don't want to have is one card falling and then the whole deck of cards collapsing after that. So it's important now that we have the captain stand up and become the leader. A lot of shouting, a lot of my ball, and we need that now. So it's not just about playing football, but now it's about grinding out the win, and hopefully they're going to do that.
I mean, the other thing I noticed, whilst you were 3-up, as soon as you were 3-up, the management brought on 2 new players, and obviously that makes sense because they want to give them match experience. But to take off 2 attackers and put on 2 other forwards when your existing attack has just scored 3 goals, a bit risky.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I mean, and obviously, and the normal sort of, if you're going to play for a high level club, that wouldn't normally happen unless they had Champions League football midweek or something. So I think there's on the one hand, of course, they want to win the game. On the other hand, of course, they've got 17 players, and the rotation system that they're using, where you've got roll on, roll off subs, is such that everybody wants to kick around. So and wants a game. So I think I think it'll be quite harsh on Panjab FA if we lost this game. But at the same time, the coaches may need to consider bringing back on the original 2 players to firm up the attack and possibly get one more goal just to just to wrap up the game.
Because I have to say, there's no doubt that number 10 is a find. Number 10 has been all over the pitch. He's been in defence, he's been in attack, and you've got a player there. You're going to do everything to keep on to him, aren't you? Hang on to him.
I think so. I think he's been. I mean, I was at the trials, as were you, a few weeks ago, and if I'm honest with you, he played well, but I didn't see the sort of quality I've seen today. But he's been probably the outstanding player, in my opinion, today. Yeah. But obviously, what we need now is we need one person to marshal the defence. We need obviously a strong midfield, and we need at least one good attacking player. At the moment, the attack's strong, as you're absolutely right, but the defence has, I think there's been a couple of chances where the opposition hasn't really taken their chances. But the scoreline, although we've played well, the scoreline perhaps could be quite flattering. If those first 2 goals for the opposition went in early on in the first half, this could be a completely different game we're talking about now. So yeah, I think things are good, but we're not quite there yet.
That's very mature, the fact that you're not counting your chicks, before they hatch. But yeah, I mean, even with the defence, it has to be said, it's been job done so far. Apart from one goal, they have managed to keep it out. But since that goal's been scored, the movement of the ball as well is a little bit. It's not as quick, is it? And there's a lot of sort of tussling for the ball in Panjab's half. Do you think? I have to say, Sealand have made quite a few fouls, and they have been more vocal about their fouls. But no yellow cards were awarded in the first half because Panjab were fouled quite a few times. But the referee has done well. I think he's been a very good referee. He's picked up every foul, but I'm not sure if maybe a red card might have stopped people from making further fouls.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure about a red card, but certainly I think I think a yellow card would have been in favour because, you're right. I mean, just watching it from the sidelines, I think, and what you tend to find is as the team goes down, sometimes tactics go out the window and brute force sometimes kicks in. I mean, I don't think it's been a dirty game. I think, every time they've had a foul, they've kind of, they've put their hands up and so on. But, you've got to understand, these guys have travelled a long way. They want to put on display and, they want to win the game, and sometimes that means, if you're not quite at the higher level technically as perhaps they aren't in comparison to our team, then of course that sometimes happens. I mean, and I don't think it would be, you could argue that against, you could say that isn't the right way to play. I mean, I think if Panjab, if they were down 2 or 3 nil, and if I was a coach, I'd be saying, look, sometimes perhaps rightly or wrongly, sometimes you've got to take one for the team, and you've got to stop people getting parted. That's not just on on sort of on a Premiership level or football Sunday league level. This is whatever level you play at. The end result is we've got to win the game. But you're right. I mean, I think the referee should have pulled out at least 1 or 2 yellow cards, and I think it already would have stopped one of the other later fouls. But I think it's probably thinking friendly type game, trial type game, and he's probably seen it in that. But I agree with you. I think that would have stopped out the unnecessary fouls.
Again, Sealand coming forward and getting a foul awarded to them. Definitely a change in the run of play compared to right up until the first goal. So it's actually good because this will test you now, won't it? This will test your team, how they're going to play on the back foot, even though they're 3-1 up, how they're going to play. But in saying fairness, even in the Premiership and the World Cup, when a side's up, they do go back, especially like you've got Italy, they always go back. So maybe because they've got blue on the blank like Italy.
Yeah, we just need to get that bus and park it in front of the goal. No, I mean, the problem at the moment is because obviously we don't have, I mean, certainly, one of our better players, Touch, is currently off at the moment. And and you can tell he's the one with the pink boots, so you'll know when he is playing, and he's a very good player, and I think he really played well with number 10. Number 10, there you go, won another header and a second header, so he's really getting stuff in there. And I think what's happening now is that when the ball does go up front, we don't really have the quality to maintain that ball. And obviously, when you're losing possession, you go straight back into midfield, and they're firing against our back line 4 again. So if it carries on like this, I hate to say it, but it looks like we may have to concede another goal, and it could be a tense last few minutes. So I'm hoping that that's not going to be the case, and we really need the attacking players now to take some of the pressure off and just hold the ball up at the top of the end of the pitch.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good half hour left, I believe, maybe. Well, I'm not sure. I mean, certainly the first half seemed to last forever, but I think we're only 15 minutes into the second half. But we could certainly do with just simply Panjab getting up the pitch again, playing in their half. But again, maybe the management have done this to say, well, if we get injuries in the future, we've got to test not just our best forwards. We've got to know that we've got other people on the bench, and hopefully they have.
The thing is, you can't really be giving it away there. It's just outside the 18-yard box. It's at that sort of level. As much as you want to play football, sometimes you just got to get it out to your wingers, and create some space. At the moment, they're becoming quite narrow. and I think certainly in the first half they had more width to them. So I think either they're running out of steam, or they're just getting tired, or just if the wingers are just not really finding the ball. But I think they've got to recreate the shape now and just reclaim the ball. I mean, possession at the moment is really all in the favour of Sealand at the moment.
Yes, I think. Do you think maybe the chemistry's coming through now? Sealand have got the chemistry. Obviously, really, in theory, a team that's only had a trial 2 weeks earlier, and I don't know how many times they've played since.
It's got the ball now. It's got the ball now. It's it. There's a goal!
Absolutely brilliant. That's just what the doctor ordered. Let's see how we play.
And look at it. Look who it is again. Number 10 again. There's no coincidence that we've mentioned him all those through a game. Yeah. And there he is playing a great, another fantastic goal. And it was a break. And to be fair, it was completely unexpected because it was against a run of play. Yeah. Sealand had his complete camp to their own half for the last 10 or 15 minutes. We had one break and a little bit of skill, made it 4-1. So this completely changed the complexion of the game. So I'm resting a little bit easy now.
Yeah, not just you. I have to say, obviously, Goal Channel's here, and the reason we're here is we want to give these young men exposure, just as you do. So this is a brilliant platform for young players to come forward. I mean, any viewer watching this, it's an absolutely brilliant game, isn't it? It's a great entertainment.
It's fantastic, and the level of quality is actually really good. I mean, sometimes when you see players sometimes playing, you don't actually appreciate how tough it is, how quick they run, or the skills that they have. But I can assure you, I'm stood here on the touch lines, and this is a high level game, and it's only going to get better. I mean, these players have just been put together after like a literal a week, 2 weeks together. Yeah. It's the second time they've ever played together, and I think they're doing fantastically. And what's really interesting is the fact that we were 3-1. We've now got the goal, and now we possibly could have another break. Yeah. Got number 15. Oh, he's not taking it.
Oh, and Sealand have closed it down there. Yeah, I mean, obviously they had the trials. Have they played together since the trials, or is this the first game since?
This is the first game. So they've never actually played together. So this is the first time they've actually played. The trials you can't regard them as playing together. They're playing against each other, and they're different teams, and different formations. This is the first time you've got 11 players playing on the same team in their preferred role. So yeah, this is quite a big thing for them.
Of course, yeah. And but I have to say, you must be ecstatic so far, 4-1 at this point in the game.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's worth coming out here on this cold day and putting the team together. And, what was a dream just a few months ago now is completely changed. And to win the first game is fantastic. I mean, one of our players has gone down injured there. So that doesn't look great, unfortunately.
Something you can get over, as you say, a sprained ankle or worse. It can take you out. But cramp is a normal thing.
Cramp is good. I mean, the worst injury obviously could be a break. A hamstring injury is pretty bad. I've had that in my time. It's not nice. Yeah. But yeah, cramp you can it's no major thing. I mean, he'll run that off and he'll be fine in just a couple of minutes.
But it is fairly cold here as well today, isn't it? And there's a bit of a chilling wind goes right down to your bones. And these lads, you do pick up more injuries. They've done pretty well. Hopefully they'll be playing in sunny climates as well one day.
Well, I'll tell you what, if they carry on playing like this, no reason why they shouldn't be playing in, somewhere exotic like the Caribbean. So, all you have to do is, support us, come to PanjabFA.com, and if you like what you see so far, you like these youngsters coming and playing, then give them a chance and come to our website, buy some of the tops, support us financially. I mean, the whole game today is been paid by just by donation, so that's fantastic. And we were going around at half time just asking people, and people have really given generously, and it's really heartwarming to see that we've sold football tops. People have gone around with buckets and collected money, and like I said before so many times, this is a charitable organisation. It's a community interest company. We don't make any money on this. There's no profit involved. Everything's reinvested towards the community. So and of course these referees and linesmen and the pitch is not free. It costs money. So I think it's fantastic that people have come in and really supported the team, and the icing on the cake is obviously winning 4-1.
Yeah, well,
so far.
I I mean, I think it's not inappropriate moment to mention that this has only got to this stage. We're only witnessing this for the first time ever in history because people like yourself and all the other people who've supported have given their time, and really it's important to remember that. But this is something for the viewers, isn't it? It's actually for them, as in they're the one. Everyone who watches this, every Punjabi is going to feel brilliant watching this, aren't they? They're going to get the pleasure. I mean, we've all, whatever you and I just felt when that goal just went in, every viewer's getting that feeling, and hopefully they'll come to the next match. And I have to say, it's a feeling. I watch football a lot. I've watched it all my life, but for some reason, because that was a Panjab goal, there's a feeling I've never had before.
Exactly, and I can't share this sentiment strongly enough with you. Then because having support your local team, supporting whoever you perhaps you've played for before, that's one thing. But this is now your international team, and it may not feel like it just yet, but I think it's just beginning to. I think people now, I think certainly the players, they're beginning to understand the importance of it. I mean, before the game and during half time, we explained to them the pride that they should have of wearing the line and the shirt, the history of the Punjab, the great part of the community that they're in. And I think it's beginning to show in the game as well, because you can see they're really putting everything that they can in this. And he's broken free again, and that's again good football. So now he's just got to hold the ball there. Don't do anything too silly. Hold the ball, make yourself time, and make some space. And it's a little bit unlucky, but we've still got the ball.
Yeah, I mean it is, and I think that's when it's going to get more interesting for you as organisers. Is when when the fans start coming forward, you're going to have more pressure on you, because everything you do, any football match, it's for the fans, isn't it? It's the players, but the management, if you like, they have that added pressure. They've got to make the players perform for the fans, and eventually the fans will be the ones who will be running this club, won't they? They'll be making the decisions really with their support, and fans will start getting more vocal. Won't they? You'll have chat rooms, and they'll think what they think of the manager, what they think of this player, and that's all part and parcel of football, isn't it? Having an opinion, having your say. And are you ready for that? Because every club in the world, whether it be Brazil, whether it be Man United, they receive a lot of criticism from their own fans, and that's a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, and we can't cut that point soon enough, quite frankly. This team is for Punjab, it's for the community, it's for everyone who's a Punjabi. So it's for the players, it's for their families, it's for the fans, it's for you, it's for me, it's for everyone. So it's an organisation. Oh, he's got a break now. So it's a one-on-one now. He needs to make this count. So flip inside. He's got space. Oh, he's taking that too early.
Yeah. I'm not sure if that was a cross or that was an attempt. That was a shot, and
he had an attempt, but really I think he needed a bit more confidence in himself. He's got pace. He's got it was a one-on-one situation. Yeah. At that point it's unlikely that he was going to get past the keeper. But he had he could have made a run. But he's got another chance now. So let's see if he can make amends for it.
No. I think one thing, like you say, when the ball comes forward, we have a lot of players out on their own, don't they? Especially now with the way the game's turned, because we're 4-1 up. Obviously, like you say, they've shut up shop. Sealand in our half, every time it's on the counter, there's only one or two players. So I suppose pressure's a bit more, isn't it? That hunger, that eagerness to score that chance.
I know number 15, and he's a great player. I mean, at the trials he scored a hat-trick. He did really well. Yeah. There's no surprise to see him here today. I think he's as disappointed in himself as anyone else is. But these things happen. He made the wrong decision. It was nothing. It was nothing. Yeah. Everyone's human. He made the wrong decision. He'll learn from that. And next time he gets the ball, I hope he's got the confidence to try and nick it past him.
Yeah, I think he's just playing to the standards of the defence he's against. He's just not exceeding them at the moment. He's just equaling them, isn't he? So he's not actually doing anything, like you say, particularly bad, but he hasn't quite shone to the level we know he can easily achieve.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not easy, because obviously he came on as a sub, so sometimes when you come on halfway through the game, you're not quite as warm, you're not quite as ready. Yeah. And of course, the weight of expectations less as well. When you're up 3-0, then people, the sting sometimes goes out the ball. But either way, I'm sure he wants to leave an impression. I'm sure he wants to get a goal. And if he gets another couple of chances like that, I'm sure he will.
Right, we got a foul to Panjab, awarded to Panjab, and I believe it's number 10 again. No, 16. Number 16. Yeah.
So really what they need to do now is either whip the ball straight into the box and put a pressure on their back four, or they need to play it into midfield and play some nice 1-2 triangles. So, but it looks like they're going to whip it straight into the box, which is probably what I would suggest. But again, you need to attack the ball there. If you're going to go for 16, it's probably the smallest guy in the pit. So why is trying to target him? It doesn't make any sense. You want your tallest player, the best head of the ball. You want the flick on and someone running in. 16's are probably the type of player that can run onto a flick on. So, I think that again, things that we can go back and work on back in the training ground.
Yeah, and actually that's something I forgot. This is really an experiment for your management, isn't it? This is a live experiment, if you like. It's a live match. It's a trial match, and so really, I know obviously the results are very important, but this is your management are actually seeing how, for the first time ever, these players perform. So I think we can't take away from that as well, that how valuable that is and how much stronger they can come out and how the management can make better decisions.
Well, he's got another chance. If he pulls it back, again he's taking his shots too far. He really needs to get inside the box and try to put players on. It's a heavy ball.
Yeah, actually he was going up windows there as well, so he's got the, like you say, he's got the wind against him. But again, could it be the chemistry? When he's played a few matches, or certainly even off the pitch, he always knows that player's always going to be there. They can rely on him. They're just not aware with set pieces. They haven't practiced them like I'm sure Sealand have. So again, an amazing achievement 4-1 at this point in the game without any practice as a team.
Yeah, I mean that's it. Okay, well done, good job.
Well, Ranjit Singh, I have to congratulate you. If this is how the venture you have started is going to carry on, I think the Panjabi community have got great days to look forward to. But my congratulations to you on this amazing achievement.
Thank you very much, and my congratulations to all the players, the fans, and this is their effort. All I've done is help to facilitate that, and it's a great team. And just going back to what you said a few moments ago, the fact is that if we can win 4-1 without our sort of set pieces, without our best players, without the right formation, without the sort of the training ground drills that these players play with day in day out, it's amazing potentially what we could do. And this is just the first test, but I'm very, very proud, and I thank you for taking coverage of this. This has really been special for us today.
Honour for us too. Thank you very much, Ranjit Singh. So hello viewers, I'm with one of the supporters and I want to catch their opinions on the match and what they thought of it. But first of all, if you could just introduce yourself, who are you and how did you manage to find out about this and why did you come down really?
Okay, I'm a teacher at a primary school in Leicester and I work with Jazz Singh, I think one of your community who introduced me to the Panjab FA, and as I'm a coach of a youth football team myself, it was very interesting to come along and see. And the first thing that struck me, I didn't realise quite how young the players were in the Panjab FA. So it's just, I think, a very interesting project. A very forward-thinking project that I was interested in, just to see how it would develop.
Actually, I mean that's a good point, and one of the reasons they're young is because this is a very young project. It's never happened in history before. First time the official registration of Punjab national football team with Kanifa, and but you say you manage a team yourself at school, obviously as a teacher.
On a very low level.
Yeah, but what did you think of the side? What do you think of the players? Anyone shone for you? Anyone stood out?
Well, I thought all 11 did very well, and the 11 for the other teams as well, because very cold, very windy conditions. I think number 10 for the Punjab FA stood out very well. I also thought the number 2 caught quite a lot at first, and coming down their right side. And there's some very interesting play. I thought the fourth goal and the third goal, some very good aspects of team play. And then the young players, and you can see some of them are gaining awareness. Some of them quite aware already of not just simple offside, but making runs and looking to pass in what was very difficult conditions for both teams. So yeah, very impressed by the start, and long may it continue.
Yes, and you enjoyed the game. That's the main thing. It was worthwhile coming down, and you've obviously watched lots of other games. You're a football fan. But was it a worthwhile time for you?
Oh, absolutely. I'll certainly be coming again. Hopefully we might get a couple of degrees warmer for the players, not for me. I'm used to it. But no, they're definitely coming again. Definitely.
Brilliant. So there you have it, viewers. Somebody who's lives here came to watch the match. So certainly for the Punjab community, you really are missing out, because I have to say I was on the sidelines as well, and watching that match, it was very, very entertaining, and the level of play was very high as well. It wasn't just people chasing the balls like a bunch of bees. It was very organised. They kept their formation, and it's very early days, but certainly I think we've got a lot of good entertainment coming our way in the days ahead. Thank you. So viewers, I'm with the man of the moment himself, the manager. Obviously he's going to be ecstatic, but let's get his views on the match. So Ruben Hazel, your views?
Brilliant. Couldn't ask for any more, to be honest. Being a defender myself, I would have liked a clean sheet, which is no goals against, but I think they scored a good goal. But you know, we were outstanding today. From the first minute, I think we closed them down really well. We got at them, and we missed a few chances at the start of the match, and I thought, ooh, is it going to be one of those days where we miss chances and they go up the other end and score? But no, the boys took their chances when they came later on in the game, and you know, to win the game 4-1, I think it's quite flattering for them, because I think we missed a lot of chances today. It could have been easily a couple of more goals on our behalf, but the boys really, if I'm being honest, surprised me. I didn't think they would gel together so quickly. After just one trial session, we've had no training, and we've gone into a match and gone and beat a team like Sealand, who have played loads of games together, and we've gone and beat them 4-1. So you know, I couldn't have asked for any more, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really good point. First match, no chemistry yet built up, not practiced their set pieces and all the rest of it. Were you apprehensive about that? It was really a case of you were going into the unknown. Was there a point where what was the most nervous part of the game for you?
It would definitely be the apprehension about who we're playing against, who we're up against. Usually you know something about the opposition. My assistant manager Emma, he went onto the YouTube and watched them, and they got a respectable 2-2 draw with, I can't remember who the team was, but they got so I was thinking we could probably get outdone here today, but no. So until the game kicked off itself, one thing I did know, to be honest, is from the trial I knew we had pacey players up front. So I knew we'd cause them trouble up front, because pace always causes trouble. And then with Geordie and Amanvir, I knew we had very quick players up front, and Aaron as well on the right. And I knew that. So I thought if we kept it tight at the back, I knew we'd get a few chances. But to be as good as we did, I'm gobsmacked, to be honest. I'm more than delighted.
Brilliant. I mean, it was only 1-0 up in the first half, so you had to go in the changing rooms. You had to keep them on track, because 1-0 up could have been either side, and then to come out and be 4-1, and you made 2 substitutions. Now, was there an element of, well, we're not too worried about the result, we've got to give all these players who have turned up a chance? Because I think you were up 3-0 at that time. To put 2 new players on, was it a bit risky? But did you think if we didn't put them on, they wouldn't have had that match experience?
Yeah, that was part of my reasoning. But I just thought the result does matter to me. I'm a football manager, and I want to win games, you know. And there's nothing better than winning your first game. So we did want to win. So when I went 3-0 up, I thought, you know, let's make a few changes and give the other boys a chance. But I did want to give experience to all the boys as well. Yeah, no matter what the score was, my thoughts before the game started today was I wanted all 17 players that I had to get a run out at some point. So that was good that everyone was able to get a run out, and we still won the game. But I have to give a lot of credit to Amar. He come round my house last night, and we went through all the set pieces and everything, and where we're going to put everyone, and who we're going to put on the posts, and who's going to pick up. So we've done as much work as we could last night behind the scenes. But as you said, regarding to getting on the training pitch and doing things, we didn't get a chance to do that. So, you know, it's a very respectable result today.
Well, actually, that did come through, because I did expect our team, like 3 or 4 players, to be constantly just chasing the ball and sort of trying to put the work rate in, but not really achieving anything. But it was amazing how they kept their formation. Before the match, did you drill them on that, and did you sort of say, look, don't panic at any point and keep that formation and stay where we tell you?
Well, we had a tactics board in the change room before the game, and I showed them the shape I wanted to play, and how I wanted them to play, and I wanted the 2 sitting midfielders to just sit in front of the back 4 and protect the back 4, and I knew that the front 4 would give them problems, and I think the boys just absolutely took it on board straight away, and that's the most pleasing aspect of today, is what I spoke to them about in the changing room before the game, they took that on board and applied it on the pitch. I thought I would have had to shout a lot more and get boys tucked in and shout positional instructions over to them. Hardly had to do that today because they kind of just knew what they were doing. So, credit to the boys. I thought they were excellent today. Excellent.
I have to say, it's we certainly seem to have picked the right man so far. I just hope the community get behind you, because for all these matches, for all these practice matches where you're going to practice your set pieces, it all does take support from the community. I mean, would you like to make an appeal to the Panjabi community to support the manager of Panjab FA and obviously the players, and I did ultimately supporting themselves, because when that goal went in for Panjab, it was a feeling I've never experienced in my life before, because I've experienced goals for my local football team, but when it's your Panjab football team, it's almost like I know what you felt when you saw Jamaican goals go in. There's something different, and I have to say, I have to thank the management for giving me that experience, because had you got it wrong, I might have just felt despair for the game.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah. To be honest, it's just a new venture, and the amount of people that have turned out today, I must credit them and say thank you to them as well. But of course, as this goes on and as the ball rolls, hopefully a lot more Punjabs will come on board and a lot more support from all the community. I've got a lot of friends in the community who are Punjab, so hopefully they'll all spread the word, and everyone's got internet and Facebook and all this now, so social media should play its part. And hopefully, as I said, as games go on and as this ball continues to roll, we'll find that we'll fill stadiums like this quite easily, and then we can take it probably over abroad and overseas, and get our banners and get everything going. It's going to take time, but as I said, just get on board, support the boys. They've done great today. They've done Punjab proud, and you should be proud that you've got a national football team now, and you come and support them.
Brilliant. So thank you very much, Ruben Hazel, for being part of this and making this happen. But we really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.